Don't ask, Merc. Okay?
Heard all I need to hear, kiddo. Listen, Krieg says Kate's just been tried.
Already?
Wonders of the Swift Justice Program, huh? They found her guilty, Faith.
Of course they did.
Convoy's taking her off to jail in less than an hour.
Drake's organizing a rifle drop near the new CCC building. I'll keep you posted. Keep going.
Hey there and welcome back to Mirror's Edge. My name is Pete and today we complete Chapter 8. Now in the cutscene between this chapter and the previous one, we learned that the person we were looking for the entire time, Pope's assassin and probably also Roadburn's killer, was none other than our good friend Celeste.
Get away from him, Faith.
And now very early in the level we already have company. While jumping across here we are engaged in combat. That means while in the air we can press the turn around button and hit attack. This will trigger the flip off move and unlocks the achievement Sweet Goodbye. Now with achievement number 24 out of the way, we'll see to our escape. Fighting the Project Icarus guys is a less than ideal strategy at this point. They pose a serious challenge and we have already completed both combat achievements. So let's instead talk about Celeste again. She has now jumped ship on the runners and has joined Project Icarus, the group that wants to hunt down and eliminate the runners once and for all. Interestingly enough, however, the confrontation with Celeste doesn't solve anything because both women survive the encounter and go separate ways. Faith probably also has another thing on her mind, and that is getting her sister Kate out of police custody. Also, always a priority, runner bags. Only 5 more are missing, and 2 of those we're going to grab in this level. And while we're in the elevator we can read that Mayor Callahan has cancelled the unveiling of a November Riots memorial, stating security threats as the reason. Out of the elevator we go and then also out of the building. If you want to catch a little hidden clue, keep your eye on the small rooftop next to the red crane in the distance.
We're gonna have to relocate that drop. I'll get onto Krieg. See if you can lose him.
Yeah, that's Krieg on the rooftop. And we have PK units on our tail that we're not going to engage in combat with. Instead we're just making a long jump towards the pipe and slide down. Then jump onto the other rooftop, and this is where things get tricky. Keep in mind that we have PK runners chasing us as well, so we have to be quick. That's why we're going for the disarm here. Then run straight at enemy number 2 and disarm him as well. Then we immediately climb up the pipe, and it's important to do so as fast as possible, otherwise the PK runners will get to us, tase us, and then things get a lot more difficult.
Krieg's gonna drop the rifle inside the CCC building. It's around the corner. Should give you a good view of Kate's convoy.
And we actually received a little taser shock there as we climbed onto the roof, which shows how close the entire affair was. Now we need to get inside the building, find the rifle and take out the convoy that's transporting Kate. The wall run turn jump onto the hanging container here can be a bit difficult, but luckily the last checkpoint isn't too far away. Now we go inside and take the elevator up to get a good sniping position. Interestingly enough, in this little text, Mayor Callahan, who has raised the city threat level to red, is mentioned to be a male, while in the iPhone game for Mirror's Edge, Callahan is actually a female.
Drake says Krieg's just stashed the rifle. It's at the top of the atrium you're about to reach.
Yeah, and that atrium can be a bit of a pain. Before we get started on one of the longest continuous climbing sequences in the game, let's quickly collect the second runner bag of the level, which is hidden in the scaffolding to the left. That's 2 of 3 for the level, and now let's go upstairs, shall we? We'll start by sprinting towards the opposite end of the room, then turn left and wall climb turn jump off the scaffold, which is immediately followed by a wall run and then a jump off the boxes to the next higher level. Here we go for the right, then perform a wall run to the left, swing, land and with a wall run jump reach the next scaffold. Here we wall run again, then wall run turn jump to get on a higher level of the concrete platform, where we turn left. With a double set of wall runs we go over the concrete blocks in our way and then proceed forward. At the far end we perform a little tricky wall run turn jump, which has to be precisely timed, otherwise we wouldn't make it onto the scaffold, where we first go up, turn around, jump, then wall run turn jump, then wall run jump, and then jump again. The next wall run gets us a level higher, and here we want to make sure not to jump too far to avoid a most certainly painful death. Once again we perform a wall run, followed by a wall run turn jump, then go for a short sprint and we're almost at the end.
be some kind of vent near you? Quick route to the sniper position.
Our sniper position, and with that the rescue of our sister Kate comes closer. After a jump off the boxes, we manage to climb into the air duct.
Jesus, the rats are getting big in here.
Over here, someone complaining about the size of the rats in the building, and then slowly but steadily move onwards. We drop down, and while in the air we can already turn right because that's where we need to go. Here we see a rat coming in from the right, which leads us straight to runner bag number 3. We slowly crouch onwards, turn to the left here where the rat came from, then continue and climb a bit higher. And just around the corner we see our exit. We need to go down there, and preferably without dying in the process, so we head around for the pipe here and then clumsily jump onto it. Slowly balance across, and then drop down from there.
You see the rifle? Get to it and get that convoy in your sights. Find a way of slowing it down. Try going for the engine. I'm gonna patch you into the CPF channel the convoy's using.
And now, we wait.
Connors, convoy. What's your status? Over. Looking good. Route is clear.
And here they come. Shot number 1 to the truck, shot number 2 to the middle circle. Why? Well, see for yourself.
What's happening?
Report. Over.
Shit, too late. They know where you are now.
So Kate's convoy just crashed in front of the building, and we also triggered a funny little Easter egg. Now it's time to get down and actually rescue her, and getting to the next bit without using a gun is quite the challenge. The whole thing just goes for a few seconds, and that's because we make our way down as fast as possible without even having a look at any enemies. This might look easy, but it can go wrong in so many ways. With 2 long drops that take us from the 2nd floor to the ground floor, we've almost made it, and now sprint towards the exit, which will trigger the cutscene, and we don't have to worry about getting killed anymore.
Kate. Kate. Faith? Easy. Effie, I can't believe you've done all this. You're my sister. Take this. It's Merc. He's a friend. He'll guide you away from here. I'll lead the blues away. Come and find you later, okay?
And now we only have 1 chapter left. To watch the 9th and final chapter of this Mirror's Edge Completionist playthrough, simply click the video on screen. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.